Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone.
Audio Jungle.
Hello, everyone. How you are doing, my lovelies? I hope you're doing wonderfully well. So once again, I want to welcome you all to Overcomers Connect Hot Topics. So this is one of those episodes where I talk about happenings in my community and trending, stories in my community. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about BBL, the Brazilian buff that's become, a trend, especially in Africa, okay? So, like you all know, in recent times, there have been a wave of plastic surgery trend in Africa, right? To the extent that most young women now, they now see it as an achievement and a way to belong to the societal mode. Okay? So this hooked on the look culture that fuels promiscuity in our young girls, has become of great concern. Don't forget, especially in Africa, there's a lot of copycats. People tend to just want to do what they see on TV and what they watch on the internet. Okay, so there's a copycat culture that is already embedded in that society. Okay, so I do think this BBL trend is a man worship. Yes, you heard me right. It's man worship, So you see, women, this is another part of it where I say people don't actually know what feminism is. So you go do plastic surgery in your eyes, your nose, your lashes, every part of your body is artificial. Okay, it's not like you're doing it for medical reasons and then you come back and say, okay, you're feeling on top of the world. Excuse me, you're a feminist, and you want to apply feminist ideologies and ideas in your daily life. How does that make sense when you are indirectly worshiping a man? You are worshiping men. It's a man culture. It's man's worship. Okay? So when you do all this, you're doing it for men. Like I said, especially when you're not doing it for health reasons, So these days, women who do all this, they think they can get all the stuff that they want in life, like designer outfits, designer purses, cars, bags, houses and all that, just having a big butt. Okay? So they think they are having, a BBL is like a ticket to riches. It's like ticket to greatness. It's like ticket to popularity. Okay? But my lovelies, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something you may not know. You are considered a very low value woman by high quality men with such overboard artificial looks. Let me say it again. So when you go about doing all this, you are considered, as a woman, you are considered a very low value woman by high quality men with such overboard artificial looks. Men will only pump you and dump you, because no one needs a plastic woman for a wife or to be the mother of his children. Okay? They will only see you as somebody who serve for just the show off, the pump up indiscriminately because you serve his sexual fantasies. So, sisters, the maximum value you get for all this big artificial birth parade is the likes and comments you get in your social media profile and platforms. That's it. Okay? That's the reality of it. And that's how men see you. They only see you for the show and for the bed. It's nothing more. If you have it naturally, even women who have it naturally, God has blessed African black women, naturally, they're endowed. So our men, they can differentiate between the natural ones and the artificial ones. The worst part of it, the ones who are even carrying it naturally, women that were born with it, they still have something to cover. They don't go exhibiting it indiscriminately on social media, trying to educate young women that the only way you can get somewhere in life, the only way you can become somebody is to show your butts, to shake it on the internet, to go get an artificial birth. The real African women who have all these things, who are really endowed, they don't go about exhibiting it to this extent. Okay? So young ladies looking for unrealistic body and body shape, that's Barbie doll body, where you make up and look cartoonish and unrecognizable, my dear. If it is because of men you are doing all that, again, you only become less desirable as a real deal or package. You think men want you with all this? No, they don't want you in their home. They want you for the show. My dear, to be sexy as a woman doesn't mean just one thing. If you are one of those thinking your so-called celebrities and social media influencers advertising their body for the highest bidder are your role models for you to copy or emulate, again, think twice, my dear. You're making a very big mistake. So please, sisters, before you go on a copycat charade, okay? Before you go on a copycat charade to look like what you see on TV or what you see on social media, please sit down and take a listen. For most of what you see is not how actually it is or would be in the nearest future. It is not. You only see how it looks, but you don't know what. None of these people come out to tell you what they go through. They don't come out to say it. Okay? So BBL, aka Big Nyash in Nigerian terms, is not a profession to make it in life as a woman. It is not. Now, let's be clear here, okay? I am not here to tell you what to do. Okay? I am not here to tell you what to do and what not to do with your body. I respect your body, your choice, ideology, okay? My sisters, however, knowing and doing is a choice. Not knowing, just seeing and copying without fully understanding the consequences or future implication is out of ignorance. And a lot of our young ladies make decisions based on trends from the internet and from the TV, and not because they are actually cognizant of the future outcome or the consequences of their action. Okay? We all know that excessive wig wearing, lashes like bushes, people fix nails like they are vampires, and many more. All these are mental health issues for which colonization played a huge role to African women. But now, the BBL epidemic is a man worship culture and a chronic mental health challenge for people who are not at peace with themselves. They are not at peace with themselves. People who think they can reinvent themselves from the outside instead from the inside to the outside. And this is problematic. It is worrisome because this is an illness requiring therapeutic intervention and not going through the slicing table. People who do this, who are not at peace with themselves, they are going through a mental health challenges. Only God knows what they are going through inside of them for them to decide to go through the knives. Okay? My lovelies, my sisters, if all you do is to be preoccupied for how you look and then how you think, then what you have inside of you, okay? I come again. My sisters, if all you do is to be preoccupied for how you look, than how you think, than what you have inside of you, or what you can offer the world, my dear, or even what you can do as a person, as a human being, then it is catastrophic, just to say the least. If that is all you think, it is catastrophic. You need a mental health support and not surgery. So, being in this situation of or having these thoughts, it is because something is going on inside of you. You know, so when you have all these thoughts that you are not good enough, your body is not okay, you need to cut some places out of your body, slice some places out of your body, it is because something is going on inside of you as a person when you have these thoughts. And you need to fix it. You need to fix that thing that's causing you self-hate, self-hurt, or even self-harm. Okay? So, I know it is understandable to note that there are people who go through plastic surgeries for different reasons. There are people who go through plastic surgery for health reasons, or maybe they have been ridiculed by friends, family members, or just their social circle, which have, had traumatic, effect in their life, like traumatizing effect on them. Maybe they have felt so unvalued as a human being. They have been laughed at by their peers, family members. They have been body shamed. And now they think a body makeover is their last resort to feel good about themselves. Body image and mental health is real and very much correlated. Depression anxiety, low self-esteem and low self-worth, self-hate and hurt, trauma, self-harm, and many more are some of the mental health challenges or conditions correlated or intertwined to perfect body ideology. There's no perfect body. Okay? All it causes is mental health challenges when you think about having a perfect body. So, my lovely sisters, I have come to tell you, don't be too attention famished to destroy your body and life. But however, if you are one of those who decide to go through the knife for reasons best known to you, either for cosmetic reasons or health issues, please, it is important you put into consideration some of these elements before having a BBL, like I said, or plastic surgery. At least it is good for you to know these things before you decide to go through the knife. Okay? Number one, I want to share with you is, please note that Barbie toy body, you see the Barbie doll body shape, it is fictitious. It is non-existent. Okay? It is non-existent, as Barbie is a toy, is a doll, and not human. So when you see those shapes, you want to become that. You want to have tiny waist, big butt, big bulbs. Come on now. Barbie is a doll, it's not a human being. Have that in mind first of all when you start deciding in things like this. Another thing is, if you are in Africa, I'm going to use Nigeria as an example, just to have a precise location. Okay? So if you are in Africa and you are in Nigeria, please note that Nigeria hospital are not equipped for plastic surgery injury or emergency. Okay? They are not equipped for those. You already know your community, you already know your country, you already know where you live. If you don't have money for medical treatment, you will die. So when you go about copying and having these plastic surgeries all over your body, please note that African hospitals are not equipped for plastic surgery emergency. People can literally have their head cut off and hanging with one vein, and yet they don't get help. They don't get medical help, especially when they don't have money. And then even if they get one, they don't have enough resources to bring them back to life or to put the head back into their neck. So not to talk of you who is coming with a butt injury or plastic surgery-induced injury, aka nyash wahala. I don't think nobody's going to listen to you because they will say, you cause it by your damn self. So even the nurses, they're going to give you serious discipline. You know your people. Nobody's going to pet you and say, sorry, oh, you're feeling pain. For what? Coming with a plastic surgery injury is not because you had an accident or something you didn't cause by yourself happened to you, for you to at least gain some amount of sympathy and compassion. They're not going to do that to you. So put that into consideration when you go about turning your body into a Barbie doll. Okay? Another third point I want to share with you all, sisters, is BBL is said to have a foul smell. That, as a woman having a plastic surgery birth, a BBL, they said it has a foul smell. Research says that. I'm not making it up. They said it has a foul smell. So now tell me what is classy about a lady that smells. What is classy about that? As a woman, your feminine hygiene is paramount already. And now you are adding something that will make you stink everywhere you go. So have it in mind, because when you watch it on social media, you watch it on TV, you see all these models, you see celebrities. You say, oh, they look good, my dear. They said BBL has a foul smell, that it smells. So please, before you go, think about it. Do you want to be going around and smelling as a lady? Is there something classy in that? Another point again, apart from the smell, BBL could go wrong where you need to be wearing diaper. Okay? So you're going to have a diaper bath. It could go wrong. Your body will be leaking off from different angles and you will end up in diaper. There are pictures. Go through these pictures I'm going to roll around with this video. You will see people who their BBL went wrong and they ended all their life wearing diaper. So watch out for that too. I'm sure you were not aware of that part of it. So number 4 point. It can look okay for now. So when you have this BBL, it looks okay for now. So you want to flaunt it. You want to wear everything to make you look sexy, at least to keep up with the reason why you got it done. But my dear, you are in your prime. Have you thought about old age? Have you thought about old age when your skin begins to wrinkle, your skin begins to sag? Or you think because you are 20, you are 30, you're 40, time will come, you're going to get to your 50s and 60s. What do you think is going to happen to all these surgeries you are doing? When your skin can no longer hold your bones, your whole body is getting wrinkled, because age is something you cannot avoid. It is natural. It's going to catch up with you. So anything you are doing now, you have to think about the future, especially when it's not something you were born with, especially when it's not something that is natural. It's artificial, you put it into your body. Now you're in your prime. You think the world rotates around you. But what about when you get to your late 50s, 60s? What's going to happen to you, to your BBL, to your plastic surgery all around your body? Think about it. You are not going to be young forever. Okay? So another point I want to share with people who want to go through the knife without actually understanding what it entails. A lot of people have died just trying to look good. Looking good for who? For man worship. To be noticed. They are so hungry, so famished for attention from male that they can do anything. And then the worst part of it, the most worrisome part of it is they go online to influence young girls. To tell them, yes, if you don't get big nyash, you don't have big butt, nobody's going to look at you. As if everything that makes up a woman is just her backside. That is another way of you actually sexualizing yourself. I don't think it's fair. So let's go into the 4th point I'm going to share with you all today. Maintenance. So you see, when you have a BBL, it needs money. So the celebrities you are seeing, they have a regular income. Is it the Hollywood celebrities or Nollywood celebrities or all the celebrities you see, or just regular people who have money? They have the resources to do whatever thing they want to do to their body. So my dear, you that is doing this thing, do you have money, enough money to keep the trend? Because all I know, most of the celebrities here, they have insurance for their butt, they have insurance for their legs, they have insurance for their breasts, their bum. They have insurance for every part of their body. Do you have insurance? Have you insured your BBL? If it busts on you, if something happens and it goes leaking, it goes rotting, something happens, do you have the money, or is it the sugar daddy that is fueling it now? Are you going to be young forever? There come a point where you are no longer that young lady that a sugar daddy wants. You on your own will become a sugar mommy. Okay, let's be real. Do you have the money to maintain all this plastic surgery? One, you're going to gain weight. Two, your skin is going to lose elasticity. Okay? Do you have enough money, like I said, to go for regular checkup? Because these famous people you're trying to emulate, they have money, they have income, they have a job, they have contracts. Okay? Have you saved enough money? Or sugar daddy is going to pay all these expenses forever? Do you eat good food? Do you have enough money to eat good diet to keep your body in shape? So your body don't change so fast? How are you keeping up with all these surgeries you are doing? Because after some years, your body is going to fall apart. After some years, only few of the original transferred fats will remain in your nyash. Okay? And then that's why you see some people with time, as time goes, the BBL changes. And when you see them, it's like their butt has a shape like amoeba. Shapeless. You know? Shapeless. It's like you want to pick their butt on the floor. Because everything is going wrong. Your body is changing as a woman. Don't forget, you're going to have childbirth. You go through childbirth if you are somebody who wants to have children. So all these things you are putting in your body, by the time you become pregnant, your backside is artificial. The front, you've done liposuction, you've done every tucking. You've tucked in all your belly, your boobs, everything artificial. You are not going to breastfeed. Your stomach, they'll say, oh, it cannot carry babies. Because you've removed all the ribs, all the bones, everything you are supposed to use for motherhood, you've removed all. And who knows, all those chemicals are going to remain in your body while you are carrying a child. Do you think about how the child's life is going to be? So, because my sisters in Africa, I think it's time you understand certain things. All that glitter is not gold. I see some Nigerian celebrities, I don't want to be specific or mention anybody's name. They were very pretty when they started their show, their programs. But look at them now. Some of them want to have tiny waist, big butt. It is not natural. Even when I look at you, you change, or you just threw away your prettiness. You threw your beauty into the trash, and you gave yourself filth. So these young ladies that are watching, are you thinking of ever becoming a mom? Where you have plastic breast implants, silicone and all that? All parts of your body is plastic, and you want to carry a child, bring a child to this life with all the toxins in your body? Think about it. There's a lot of complication with childbirth, just being a natural woman. Not to talk of actually changing all your anatomy, all your body. I think it's something you have to put into consideration when you are watching all these people who are paid for acting. They are paid pretenders. So I think it is time, as a celebrity, you have followers, you have influence, where young women, they follow you. I think when you have such things done, you should also let them understand the precaution, the implication, You should let them understand the implications so they will decide if they want to go through it or not. Don't always paint things as, oh, perfect. No, it is not. It is not. So, my sisters, again, to be sexy doesn't mean just one thing. Okay? To be sexy as a woman, it does not mean just one thing. And I want you to understand that BBL is one of the deadliest procedure in plastic surgery. Yes, BBL is one of the deadliest procedure in plastic surgery according to research. Okay, so you can actually die trying to go have a big butt. Okay, there are lots of inexperienced and unqualified practitioners everywhere in the world, in every nook and cranny, because they are all into this just to make money. The doctor you are going to meet for plastic surgery, did you research about their credentials? Did you get a review about them from patients they have worked with in the past? Did you check their certification? Like I said, did you actually sit down to ask questions? Say, doctor, I'm going to have this. What are the implications? I want this in my life. I want this in my life. How is this thing going to affect me as a woman? I'm in this age now. Tomorrow I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be 50. What do I expect? Can I take it off later when it's disturbing me? Can I die out of this? I'm sure none of you is asking all these questions. You just go there, get it sliced off or get it added on, and then you come out and you start floating it as if, oh yes, you need to have a big butt and you need to have a big boob to go to heaven. That's what it looks like. If you don't have it as a woman, you can't be reckoned with. And this is causing a lot of anxiety. It's causing a lot of pressure on women these days. And I think it is not fair. For a woman to be a full package, you don't need to have big butts. What you have is enough, provided you have a brain and you have every other thing to go with it. Men don't just look at your butt. Your butt is good, like I said, for the pumping and for the show. Naughtiness. Excuse my French. Naughtiness. Okay? Naughtiness. And again, with BBL, you could contract a very dangerous infection. And you could have serious scars in your body. Apart from BBL, other forms of surgery, there's always side effects in all these things. Okay? Fat embolism may occur according to research. So fat embolism is the incorrect fat embolism is incorrectly injecting incorrectly injected, those the liquids and the fats into your muscles, where the fats are incorrectly injected into the muscles. So that fat now, it goes into your blood streams and now travels to the lungs or to your brain, thereby posing a life-threatening situation that can lead you to death. That's what fat embolism means. So when that occurs, you're gone, just trying to look beautiful. And I don't think that is fair, especially when you don't really understand it. Okay, you are not well informed about the procedure. You're just making your decision out of social media, out of movies, out of televisions and magazines. And again, with BBL, bleeding can also occur. Bleeding can also occur from BBL. It occurs from damaged blood vessels. So you could have internal or external bleeding. It can even get worse. Okay? It can even get worse by bleeding through all natural openings in your body. So when bleeding occurs, it can get worse. And the blood will come out from every natural opening in your body. So when I mean natural opening in your body, it means through places like your mouth. Bleeding can come through your nose, your ears, even your vagina, your anus. It comes through any place you have openings, you start bleeding through there. That's one of the effects of BBL. Another effect of BBL is fat reabsorption. Fat reabsorption. So the body will reabsorb some of the transferred fat, my dear. Research have shown BBL is fatal. It's fatal and statistically associated to death. To death, my sisters. So, as a matter of fact, it is said to be the highest death rate of any cosmetic procedure. I'm going to say it again loud and clear. So, BBL is said to be the highest death rate of any cosmetic procedure. So when you are going to do it, be careful. So women who are even having cesarean births, their life is not even in danger compared to BBL. I'm not in any way comparing cesarean birth to cosmetic surgery, but for a woman, that is one of the most crucial and important thing we hold dear as mothers, as women, having a baby. And when you are not able to have it through natural means, you go through cesarean. And everybody prays not to go through that. You fear your husband, your partner, your family. They're scared you going through that. But then, even with that, it has nothing compared to having a procedure like BBL. Okay? They said it's the highest death rate of any cosmetic procedure. So, my dear, even though BBL looks good in some people, others can also end up very lopsided. You know, they will come up with lumpy butts that look that looks very ugly. Okay, so even though it looks so good in certain people, you see it and you say, oh my God, look at her shape. Yeah? That's the hook on the look culture. So even though it looks good on some people, there are some too, their bulb become lopsided. Okay? So they now have a lumpy bulb that look very disproportionate to their body and legs. So their waist is here, the butt is going sideways. The butt is going sideways. Okay? And it's so disproportionate to their bodies or legs. Their legs is tiny, the butt is like this. It's not even realistic. Okay? So, therefore, that will disfigure them. To disfigure them as a woman, and they now look like Weber. So it's something you need to think about if going through the knives is what you envisage for yourself, is what you want. It is good for you to understand all this. Because if you know and you go, it is your prerogative to do whatever you want to do with your body. But when you don't know and you are ignorant of the implication and the consequences, it is good you know. And that's why I have come today to have this discussion, to share these points with you, so that you can sit down and think about it and also make your own research and ask questions. Okay? So you don't just end your life, end your natural beauty all because you want to be a copycat, all because what you see trending is women having big butts. Okay? Anyways, my lovelies, in a nutshell, all that glitters is not gold. Okay? Be okay with your God-given body. If it's not broken, please do not try to fix it. Be real, be you, be real, and be unique. For every woman have a particular beauty. Okay? And there's a man for every woman, if that is your choice. So thank you so much, my lovelies. I hope you have learned one or two things from this. Please, if this video makes sense to you, kindly share, like, and follow me. Until we see again, my lovelies, I wish you all a wonderful week ahead. Okay? And remember to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Bye, and have a good one.